Okay. Hi, Facebook. Um, my name is Kizzy, and it's been a while since you guys have seen my face. But the time has come for me to finally do what I've been trying to do. I just haven't been able to find the words to do it. So, today is going to be the day. Now, I'm going to do this video from a couple of perspectives. I've dealt with a couple of rescue groups and a couple of shelters. And with the few that I've dealt with, I have not had good experiences with them based on internet trolls and what people assume. Now, I'm an old school type of person, and my mama always told me when you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. And I'm never going to be made out to be an ass. I'm never going to be made out to be a liar. Those are two things you won't say that I have been or I am. So, with that being said, there's three particular groups that I'm going to call out. And this is not me being petty. This is not being me being just a mean person. This is me trying to right a wrong. I have been done wrong by these groups, and it's time for them to be exposed. So the three particular groups that I'm going to put out here today are Caring Songs for All Creatures. Their contact information is 657 845 9364. I suggest if you deal with that group, leave them alone. The next one is the Little Red Dog Inc. I think they're in cahoots with Caring Songs for All Creatures. Their phone number is 949 427 0925. And this last one that I'm going to talk about is JMM Rescue. I dealt with a lady by the name of Stacy Michelle and a Deborah RSQ Damon. Those are their Facebook names. Now from Karen Songs, the people I dealt with were Allie Song, Julia Song, and Julie Hendrickson. Now the reason why I'm doing this is because people that know me know that I am a genuine person. Everything I do is genuine, and I don't receive anything that's not genuine. If it's not genuine, I don't want it. So, I'm going to tell you a little bit about what Caring Songs for All Creatures did to me. Now, one day, Saturday morning, I'm laying in my bed minding my own business, and I see this post come across one of my boards. Pregnant pit bull on Euthalist needs to be saved. My heart instantly sank. I said, oh my God, I can't let this happen to this dog. So I messaged the place. I messaged them and said, I'll save her. I'll take her. Now, I'm a freelance. I do fostering, I do adopting, I do all that on the side. So I was like, okay, I'll take her. So I messaged the people, told them I would take her. They messaged me. They're like, okay, thank you. We'll go get her. So they had a transporter by the name of Jose that contacted me, said he was going to get Harmony, and they were bringing Harmony to me. Okay? So they went to San Bernardino, bought Harmony. I had Harmony by the end of the night. I got no paperwork. All I had was Jose's phone number. Harmony was with me 24 hours. Before the end of that day, she had puppies. Harmony had 7 beautiful puppies. And, they told me she was aggressive. They told me all this stuff about her. She was not aggressive. She was a gentle giant, and myself and my kids fell in love with her and her puppies. And I had even messaged Allie to adopt Harmony and 2 of her puppies. Now, mind you, I know that they're shelter dogs. They're going to be fixed. I didn't care. I still wanted Harmony and her puppies. So, fast forward a little bit, 3 weeks pass. I get a phone call. Allie calls me and says, hey, Kizzy, our transporter, Julie Hendrickson, is in the area, and she's going to come and pick up Harmony and the pups and take them to the vet. You'll get the dogs back. That's what she told me. That's what Allie told me. She told me I'd get them back. So I didn't think anything of it. I said, okay, fine. So Julie comes, she picks up the dogs, she takes the dogs. 24 hours pass, I hear nothing from Julie. Red flag goes off in my head. Now, I've been born with the gift of the sixth sense, so I have the sixth sense. So something went off in my head, and I said, oh my God. I told my kids, I said, oh my God, I think these people just used this to come and get these dogs, which they didn't have to do that. All they had to do was call me and say, hey, Kizzy, the puppies are 3 weeks old. We're coming to get them. Okay, fine. You didn't have to fabricate a lie. You didn't have to lie to me to tell me a story that you was just coming to get these dogs. So time had passed. I contacted Allie, Julie, hadn't heard from anybody. So when I did finally talk to Allie, I told Allie, I said, maybe you should call the police. I said, who authorized this woman to come and take these dogs? She said, oh, she was supposed to take them to the vet. Did they make it to the vet? I said, I don't know. You guys should call the police because this woman has stole these dogs. So I called the police. They were no help. Basically, because I was just a fosterer and these dogs were not mine. I hadn't adopted them. They weren't mine, and they were still property of Karen Songs for All Creatures. I get that. I understood that. So fast forward a little bit. A couple of more weeks has passed. I get a unanimous phone call. Some guy calls me, leaves me a message, and tells me Harmony and her puppies are at the Little Red Dog Inc. So I called the Little Red Dog Inc. Of course, I didn't get no answer. So I messaged them on Facebook, told them I was interested in the dog and the puppies. Filled out a paper, the application. They, keep in mind, I didn't know they had changed the dog's name. So Harmony's name was no longer Harmony. Harmony had became Tipsy. Her kids were all drinks named after, named drinks. So we had a margarita, a scotch, tequila, martini, and some other names. I can't remember the other two, but I found them on this site and I knew where they were. So, matter of fact, the other day I checked the Little Red Ink's Insight website, and it looks to me like all the puppies have been adopted, and I'm happy for that. But I'm mad because Harmony, aka Tipsy, is still in this rescue group when she was in a loving home. They came and took her from a loving home because of some things they misinterpreted on my Facebook page. Now, I did say a statement that when I bring a dog in, I have to move the dog. The dog has to move quickly because I can't get caught. I can't keep all these dogs. So in their simple-minded heads, they saw that as, oh, she's a dog flipper. She's going to flip these dogs. She got unneutered dogs running around. She's going to do something with these dogs. So they felt it was an emergency for them to come and take these dogs. First of all, what I told Karen Songs for All Creatures, the dogs were not mine. They were shelter dogs. I had no say in what was going to happen to them, and I knew that. Second of all, if I was going to steal the dogs and flip the dogs, why would I bring you to my home? Why would I give you my information? Why would I give you my credit card information? You knew where I lived. You knew my information. Why would I do that? Third of all, my only concern was Harmony and those puppies. My job as a solo foster and adopter is to keep the dogs out of the shelter. That's my job. And that's all I tried to do was save that dog. And in the end, I saved her and her puppies. So I did my part. Now, as for the Little Red Inc., the Little Red Dog Inc., they didn't want me to have anything to do with these dogs. I couldn't get, I filled out the application. They looked at the application, sent me an email that said, oh, your heart is in the right place, but you're not a good fit. Again, how do you determine somebody is a good fit or not for a dog that's on the death list and you want them saved? Clearly, you don't want them dogs saved. So I questioned that. But of course, nobody calls you back. Nobody emails you. You don't hear anything. So that's just done. So my next issue is with JMM Rescue with Stacy Michelle and Deborah Damon. Now, this woman again found me on Facebook um, and asked me about Pay Pay and an Oliver. First, she asked me about Oliver. I had no problem taking Oliver. I said, sure, I'll save him off the youth list. I'll take him, but you guys have to be able to move him. He has to come in and go out. Um, she then messaged me a couple of days after that and was like, okay, we'll fill out the application. I filled out the application. She messaged me back. She's like, oh, well, we got another dog that you can take named Pepe. Would you be open to taking Pepe? I said, sure, I'll take Pepe. Oliver, doesn't matter. I'll save any one of them. So she's like, oh, well, we have to do a home visit. Okay, fine. Come do your home visit. So I allowed this Stacy woman to come into my home. I told him how many pets I have. I told him, the information with the dogs. At this moment, I do have a amount of dogs, but 3 of them are mine. 3 of them I'm looking for homes for. Stacy didn't know that. She had her heart set on my husky. Now, this is where I'm upset about because my husky is actually a rescuer. I took her in because the young man's daughter was allergic to her and he couldn't keep her. So I said, sure, I'll take her. I took her in with the intentions with every other animal to adopt them out, to find them a forever home. That didn't happen in this case. She's 7 years old. She's a husky. She's fixed. Nobody wanted her. So she stayed here with me and my children. I've had this dog for almost 2 years now. So Stacy came, long story short, Stacy came, looked at the yard, saw the husky outside, and my husky was chained up. I keep my husky chained up because we all know huskies are escape artists. They get out, and she has gotten out of every place in my yard. I told Stacy this. She's like, oh, well, these are not good conditions for the dog. She needs to be inside the house. I'm like, yes, normally she is in the house. I only let her out because you were coming and I didn't want her to bite or anything. So I had her outside. So I'm assuming she came to the house thinking everything was fine. Fast forward to yesterday. Yesterday, I get a knock on my door. To my surprise, it's animal control. Animal control comes to my house. Imagine that. So animal control comes to my house. He's like, oh, I want to see, I was dispatched here to do a wellness check on your animals. And I'm like, dude, I know why you're here. You want to see my husky. That's the only reason why you're here. I know who sent you, whatever, whatever. So he's like, well, yeah, I just want to make sure she's good. I'm like, yeah, she's good. I said, I had her outside. We were getting ready to bring her in. I hadn't brought her in yet because I had some men here doing some work outside my house. So she was outside. She doesn't stay outside unless it's nighttime or the temperature is just cool enough for her to be outside. So I tend to run my house with my animals pretty good. So I felt like for Stacy, it's, I think Stacy really got upset because she couldn't get her hands on my husky. She wanted my husky, and that's the dog that she was aiming for. And I figured she could have came at me better than that and just told me, well, hey, let me just find a group, which she did. She found a group that said they would take the husky. I told Stacy, I said, well, let me, I got a couple of more people lined up that may want her. Let me, work some things out, brace my kids for this because they're not just going to be ready to let her leave. So I said, well, I'll keep you posted. I'll keep you updated. So she messaged me back and was like, oh, well, you really have to move fast because once they get a space, they have a space for her and this and this and this. So I told her, I'm like, pump your brakes. I'll keep you posted. So instead of her waiting and contacting me, she decided to go the other route and call animal control. So now animal control is involved, and now this woman has shattered my family because I have to rehome a couple of my dogs because I have to find homes for these rescuers as well. So, simply put, after the experiences that I've had with these rescue groups and Caring Songs for All Creatures and the Little Red Dog Inc. and JMM Rescue, I'm not dealing with rescue groups and shelter groups anymore. I was a freelancer, a soloer, or doing whatever you want to call it before I got hooked up with any of you guys. So I'm doing this video because this needed to be said. These people tried to do everything in their power to break down my name and what I do. And people that know me know I do what I do. So this doesn't discredit me in any kind of way. I did nothing wrong. I helped you guys. And you guys turned something positive that I do into something negative, and now I have to clean up my name. My name is not in my name is good. My heart is good. So people that know me know that I do what I do. And I'm not gonna change doing what I do. So to JMM Rescue, thank you, because you gave me a reason to open my eyes and reevaluate how I do things. The Little Red Dog Inc., I really don't know what to say to you guys. But Caring Songs for All Creatures, all of this started because of you guys. And now I have to put my pieces back together and move forward. Because this is not, by any way, shape, or form, going to stop me from doing what I do. So, again, do your due diligence before you deal with any rescue group or shelter group. I wish I had done mine. I had a particular lady that brought me on to Caring Songs, and we all found out that they were stealing dogs, and they used me as the pawn. I was the pawn. And they said, "Oh, here's a nice lady. Let's get her to help us save this dog." I saved this dog, and it blew up in my face. So, at this point, my heart is in one of these places. I don't even know how to feel right now. But my message to JMM Rescue, I get the last laugh because you were trying to come after my dog, and in the end, you won't get her. So that's my message, and I hope from watching this video, you guys will really do your due diligence, do your homework, investigate, investigate, investigate. I wish I had done some research on Caring Songs before I did anything with them. But I think Harmony was so of emergency. Harmony was an emergency. So I think we all just rushed to save her. And the dotting our I's and crossing our T's came later, which was their fault. So for Caring Songs, they dropped the ball. I uncovered that they were a puppy mill and they were stealing dogs. So they made the mistake and tried to blame me for it. I wasn't having that. The Little Red Dog, they didn't want to have anything to do with me. That's fine. My heart is broken for Harmony and her pups, but I saved her. I did my part. JMM Rescue, I still really don't know what the satisfaction was. I really don't know what you were aiming for, but it is what it is, I guess. So that's pretty much it I have to say about that. So again, be on the lookout for, stay clear of JMM Rescue, of Stacy Michelle and Deborah RSQ Damon, the Little Red Dog Inc. Their phone number again is 949-427-0925. Be cautious. Caring Songs for All Creatures. Their number is 657-845-5655. 9364 for Ali song, Julia song. Be very cautious of them. Do your due diligence and protect yourself, because if they find an easy way to do you over, they're gonna do you over. They did it to me, and I'm as nice as they come, and I'm still in shock. I'm still hurt behind what happened to Harmony. I'm still upset because I feel like this dog trusted me, and I feel like I let her down, and I'm really hurt behind it. But it was on my heart for 2 months, so I finally had to do this video. I finally had to get it out. So I hope you take from what you take from it, and you can find me, for what I do, and like I said, when I make my choices with these animals, my heart is in the right place, and my intentions is always good, and I'm not gonna have anybody tarnish my name or discredit what I do. So that's it.